This video is about how you can become a business coach if you only have experience in one particular domain. So for example, we work with a lot of sales directors and they know sales so well. They've sold hundreds of millions in offers and contracts and other stuff in a specific industry, maybe across industry, but they feel they're an experts in sales. We also work with MDs who've got more broader business experience, but can you be a coach if you've only got a specific area of expertise? And the answer is absolutely yes. And the reason for that is when you work with a client, the initial reason that you will go to market with will be your expertise. And you can think of it like a javelin. Okay, so the tip of the spear that kind of cuts through the air, or if you're throwing it at somebody, cuts through the skin if you're at war, is that sharp point. That's your expertise. That's how you get into the business and cause an impact, okay, and what they want to hire you for. But if you only have that little bit and you don't have any weight behind it, what happens is you, in essence, become a consultant. And you can watch our other videos about the whole difference between a coach and a consultant. But it boils down to a consultant, you will work a lot more hours and you'll earn a little bit more up front, but it'll be virtually impossible to do it alongside your current role now. And also, you won't keep the client as long because they'll just hire you to fix their one sales problem. And after 3 or 4 months, once you've done that, you're gone. So then you say, okay, but what else can I do? Well, just like when you started your career, you probably weren't as good at sales as you are now. You simply developed the skill of actually being a business coach. And what does that mean? That means being able to actually know how to coach people, even on situations where you aren't familiar with. But even more important than that, it means learning new things. It means getting a framework that has simplified this, has codified it, has organized it into a way that positions the value to a business owner in a way that they want to work with you holistically in the business, and have a process to follow so that when you start with them, they're positioned to work long term so you can earn those fees that's recurring, ongoing, so you're not having to find new clients. And this is exactly what the Business Coach Academy provides to experienced sales and managing directors, is it takes your expertise and it builds around you all your extra knowledge. So all the financing stuff, all the team stuff, management, maybe goal setting and planning, so that now you become a holistic business coach. And you're not just having to learn that new knowledge, but you're also getting tools that come with it so that you can just hand to the client ready-made. We even have coaches who have been a coach for like 7, 8, 9 years, and they still just use our slide deck, even though they know things by the back of their hand, and just present the slide deck to their clients because it makes it much easier for them. So the whole idea at Business Coach Academy is to give you the training wheels that you need to begin with to start working with clients until you build your confidence and you actually have worked with multiple clients. So at the very beginning, it's almost like you are teaching your clients anyway, because you're just giving them the tools, you're following the slide decks while you learn the financials, the other parts, and we break it down in a really simple fashion. And the beauty at Business Coach Academy is that we aren't just a training program. We're a community of some of the best business coaches in the world and former executives at the biggest companies in the world. So we have someone like James from JCB who developed a tool there that he can now use with his clients that he then shares with the other coaches that then becomes a core part of the system. Someone else might work on another area and have an HR background and have expertise in teams, and that gets now put into the system. So you aren't on your own having to figure this all out. You aren't left in a corner having to read an accounting book or go through textbooks or do a 3-year MBA to figure out how any of this works. In fact, that can almost be detrimental. You're getting practical, real-world business advice and tools that hundreds of coaches are using with hundreds and very soon thousands of clients every single day. So it's battle tested. And you just have to be willing to actually learn that. And if you're unsure about, well, why would I want to do that? It gives you the ability to earn a £10,000 per month part-time business alongside your current role. And I challenge you to think of any other skill that you can develop that leverages your expertise, that you can do that as fast as you can with developing this skill of becoming a prestigious business coach. That's why it would be worth it. Yes, it's a bit more work on top of what you are currently doing, but you're getting much more leverage in life to position yourself to ultimately one day be able to say, actually, I don't need my full-time job anymore. I'm already earning enough as a business coach that I can step away, or I can take, ask if I can work 4 days a week or 3 days a week and transition to full-time, earning what some of our full-time coaches do, like 20, 30, 40, even £50,000 per month, actually working much less hours. So yes, it is a new skill you have to learn, but we have it all mapped out, step by step, the tools there constantly being developed by some of the other best business coaches in the world. And so I encourage you, if you're thinking like, okay, well, where do I start with this? Just watch our other videos. Watch the video and learn more about the system so you can see actually how we break down the coaching, what you should do in your first session, what you should do to onboard them properly. Okay, what you shouldn't do with a client, like the number one mistake that people do that actually gets clients to leave them. And because you won't believe how simple the things are that you need to share with clients. So for example, our top coach, Ashley Mail, he'd ran his own business, but then when he began working with clients, he was unsure, before he even began working with clients, he was unsure how he was going to add value. And so he needed the framework, same as just a sales director would or a managing director who hadn't run his own business. But that when he started actually working with his clients, he was shocked that even something as simple as like a cash flow forecast or something like that, something that we have tools for to give them, it took months of working with a client to get them to actually do that. So whenever we've given the coaches the 6-month coaching program of what to do with a client, it usually actually takes 12 months, 18 months, 2 years, because you have to go so step by step with a client, because all businesses have problems. And a lot of the coaching is not just teaching them new things, giving them new tools. It's actually just helping them structure and clarify what is important to them and nudging them forward to actually make those improvements in the business. So the combination of having the tool set, of knowing what they're to work on, and also being able to move them forward is what makes a great business coach. And we have this all mapped out in our business growth matrix of the 50 key most important areas you work on. And so whenever you begin working with a client, you'll always just do this assessment and they'll get a nice traffic light system of like, okay, we see where this is good, this is bad, this needs some work. And then that presents your coaching journey and you can just stay ahead of the client learning the system. And once you've done it with 1 or 2 clients, you'll understand it all anyway. But they have a clear map of how you're going to work with them, even if you only started with a sales background or with a marketing background or some other technical background. That's the power of having a system that's constantly being added to and that you can tap into. You just have to be willing to actually learn and grow, which is a core characteristic of a coach anyway. You probably wouldn't even be watching this content as far as you have here if you weren't interested in growing, developing, and learning. Okay? So like I said, if you would like to learn more, click the other videos, watch those, and then book a call with our team. We can help step you through and show you behind the scenes all the content that's mapped out, laid out for you, step by step, to make this really simple. So you will never, ever for 1 second feel as though you're caught out or feel unsure that you aren't able to deliver value for clients. That's what our system and community helps support people like you with. So thanks for watching, and we look forward to speaking to you on a call. Felt a bit weird, but I'll get better.